I believe we settled on, what, $200 for it or something like that, around that range?
Yeah.
So.
All right, so we'll head into Abyssal Reef for the first time during this tournament, man. That's pretty crazy. Normally we run into this a lot, so.
Yeah, man. I like this map.
Yeah, me too, man. I really do. Okay, so our red Terran player back for the second time this tournament. It is QuAnTuM.
And his opponent, I believe we've seen him before on the Nydus in one of the Platinum Diamonds, the Teal Zerg, in the top left of Abyssal. It is Minto.
Yeah, he's played in the Nydus before because I asked him today. I was like,
Nice.
hey, is this your first time? We try to cast people when it's their first time. And he's like, no, dude, I played 3 times. And then I felt like a jackass.
Yeah,
Like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I can't keep track of everyone's names, but thank you for coming back.
Turned it right around on you.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking wrecked. But it looks like a pretty standard opening from both players. I was waiting to see it in a really early pool, but nothing too crazy. So we're up to a pretty standard Reaper expand on the Terran side of things. And then the only difference was a pool hatch instead of hatch pool. So nothing crazy at all, man.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Last game from QuAnTuM, we saw 2 bio games, and they were both, I believe, 2-1-1 drops. So, and they were strong, man. So Minto, I'm not sure if he got a chance to see that game. Maybe he's been playing this whole time.
Yeah.
But he's going up more than likely against someone who is probably going to do that bio drop style again.
Yeah. So Remliff is asking. Well, fuck, I butchered his name last time, so I think I just said it again. But the gentleman
I called
whose
him
name we
Remilf.
butchered.
That's his name.
Okay.
You got it. Yeah, you got it.
Nice. Score. Okay, so he's asking if we cast both semis, only if the rest of the tournament completely blows through, like, time-wise. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. What time is it? We've been going for... We might. It depends on how these next couple of rounds go.
Yep.
It all just depends, really, on the time, dude.
And then also kind of the other thing that depends on is like the show match players as well. We kind of told them like a time, so sometimes it doesn't always happen before the semifinals and the finals. Maybe it'll be better to just run it, semifinals right into the finals and then do the show match. So we'll have to see what fits best for their schedules.
Yep. And we'll do some shark watching real quick just before we get going. We found Sheila. Yeah, so there's the shark that we keep talking about in case you aren't up to date on the memes. And then there's another one like back here somewhere, but he's kind of a pain in the... Oh, I found him! See, so there's 2 sharks on this map. Not a lot of people know about this one up here, but that's what we would like to do to you guys, to bring you sharks that most people can't... No, I'm just fucking around.
I know, right?
I'm kidding. But Minto's going to try to poke in here with a couple of lings and maybe deny this expansion. It's always great to do that when you're the Zerg player, but I don't know, man. QuAnTuM's a pretty good player, as we've seen in the last series, so...
Yeah, for sure. This is always frustrating here, the small number of lings that are going to take out this SCV and stop the command center.
Yeah.
Yeah, and its tracks, man. That's always frustrating. It looks like this is actually going to be a Hellion build here, as the factory does flip with the racks. So not that 2-1-1 opener, but man, this CC is going to have to be canceled, unfortunately.
Yeah, Mech is beautiful joining us and giving us a follow. Thank you very much for that, sir. It's much appreciated.
Wait. Okay, he did. So please raise your depot.
Oh, got it just in time. Just in time.
Indeed, man. So Minto doing a good job here, shutting down that CC. QuAnTuM going ahead and deciding he dropped that. So I thought the CC, I was like, maybe he gets away with the one at his natural, and then he just has an auto 3rd CC already up. Yep. But man, he is striving for that 3rd CC here as he drops another one up in his main.
Absolutely, completely in vision of the Overlord, by the way. So,
I know, right?
I mean, bold move. We'll have to see if it pays off. He's got a bit of a supply block coming down. Both players do, for that matter. Oh no, the gate's down. No. That's never where you want to be. These links ran in. Luckily, it wasn't a great enough number to just end the game immediately. Sometimes that happens. But now that the Baneling nest is down, it might just happen here if he's not careful, dude. He's losing a couple more Hellions too, so... Man.
Yeah, absolutely brutal there, dude. The wall down a couple too many times and some Hellions in small numbers. Not that great against the large number of lings there. You see some Banelings being built too, so this is likely going to be a Bane bust. A couple more Hellions coming out here. Are they going to be out in time?
Oh shit, here comes the Banes. Hopefully he can prevent this wall from being popped. Supply Depot's already injured, and there it goes with the lings flooding in. That was an insane reaction, though, from QuAnTuM, dude. He had those workers right there ready to deal with this. We've got a lot of Banes coming in. He needs to deal with those, or he might start losing a hefty amount of workers. I think maybe that 3rd CC bit him in the ass there, Giggle.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Kind of came back to haunt him a little bit as these Banes will come up. There are no Hellions. I mean, there's one about 3/4 of the way done.
Oh!
These Banes should get pretty big hits.
Oh man. Oh, they're so close. So 13 SCVs going down in that aggression, and there's just really nothing to deal with this Zerg happened, man. Bane
Yep.
bust. Oh,
wow.
That was juicy, man. Getting a lot of those workers down to barely no health at all. And like what we call the Minto will take game number 1 of this series off the back of a pretty nice Bane bust, if I may say so.
Indeed, dude. Very well played by Minto. I know that he had some fans in chat too cheering for him, so I'm sure they'll be happy to see him.
Yeah, absolutely. So give me just 1 second and we'll have to figure out what our next map is. I know we have them all picked out though, so...
So Nikki B. Red, how do you get your camera that high up? You hit Z.
Yep.
You hit Z. There it is, man.
Everyone wants to see them sharks. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. No, just kidding.
You guys start off your day too by just loading into Abyssal and just looking at the shark for a little bit. Like, that's how I start all my ladder sessions.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make sure Sheila's doing good. What a game number 1 though, man. We'll have to see what QuAnTuM's retaliation for that Bane bust is.
Yeah. I mean, and to be honest with you, that was kind of a build that's decent at holding those Baneling busts, especially coming up the ramp there. You know, if you can get your Hellions in position, get a couple shots off on those Banelings and kill them before they can hit that wall, man, you can be in a really good position. But unfortunately, the Hellions were not quite out in time.
Yep. Yeah, you need him a little bit earlier than that, but he knows this time around, so he'll probably watch for it a bit more carefully this time around. Baleshare Vestige, though, I don't know about this map. It takes a really long time to get over there and scout, so maybe he might be able to pull it off again. Wouldn't that be some shit?
Yeah, for sure, dude. This is, a little bit longer of a map. I'd be surprised if we saw the same thing coming out. I'm sure QuAnTuM's going to either scout for it, and I'm not sure. He had a Reaper over in Minto's base in that first game, too. Maybe he just didn't get a read off on it, or the read was a little bit late.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so let me throw up the scoreboard and give the score to our blue Zerg player in the top left-hand corner of the map. Currently up 1 point in this best of 3 based off the back of a pretty good Bane bust. It is Minto.
And his opponent in the bottom right of Baleshare, the Red Terran, got Bane busted last game, needs to find a way through to continue his tournament hopes. It is QuAnTuM.
Dude did some nasty drops earlier. Like, I'm not going to roll him out by any means. He put on a hell of a show in his first series, so... A lot of Minto fans in chat, though. Nice to see someone, people out here supporting their friends. I always like that. We've got a lot of Just people in here as well, so hopefully we get another one of them in semis. So... Minto brings a lot of fans, though. That's cool.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Sure should I with a big old bet, dude. Doubled his doubloons.
Oh, shit. I'm about to do it. I'll do it in between series. I'm going for it, Giggle.
That's fair, man. I gotta back off that lately every time I do it and I whiff.
Okay, so very standard on the Terran side of things. It's going to be a Reaper expand. The Zerg side of things, pretty standard as well. Nothing too crazy. No cheese this time around. Well, I mean, it's a little early to say, but...
Yeah, it's really after that second base kind of comes up. You get to see how many drones go down at it, whether or not it's going to be lings or drones being made. Yep. That should tell us.
Monster 8 SC, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it, man. I didn't even hear the announcement come in. I just saw it. Happened to look over and see the passion coming through.
Just could feel it.
Yeah, like I just
my follow sense.
Yeah, exactly. Passion. Oh, there it goes. See? Told you guys, dude. We don't fuck around here.
It's pretty funny.
But no, I don't know, man. We'll have to see what Minto is gonna do. You think he'll go for the Bane pop again or no?
I don't know, man. It's really, I guess, too early to tell at this point.
Yeah.
But just, if I had to guess, I would say no. That's a build that is great, on ladder.
But you don't try that shit again. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you really have to be confident in that build, and your ability to beat the other person to try that again. Because if you were to lose, those are one of the games where you're just kind of sitting afterwards, like, why did I do that? Like, I could have just played standard and won,
Also, we decided we were gonna do a 500 follower giveaway, and we completely blew that out of the water. When are we gonna do that? During the $200 open or what?
Yeah, and one
That's
of the
a good time to do it.
Here, we're still trying to figure out what we're gonna give away. I mean, we may give away something else, but I know that I'm gonna get a sweet Nydus sweatshirt made for myself, so maybe I'll just grab another one.
You didn't like my design, dude. I'm kind of hurt.
What are you talking about? No, you do your thing, man. I'm gonna do my thing.
All right, this Reaper trying to do his thing, almost lost his life for it. He gets away with 14 health. I didn't see if any workers went down. Let me go ahead and check. Nope, no workers went down, so it's just more of an annoyance than anything else. Trying to scout, get a bit of information and stuff. But yeah, oh! Damn, dude, that's a bold-ass Reaper.
I know, right? It's all got his eyes all black and blue and stuff. He's like, let me just go back.
I'm going back in. Yeah, exactly. I'm good for just one more. This Overlord, on the other hand, I don't think he's going to get away with his life.
Yeah, those 2 Marines getting to work on him, dude. The Reaper having a backup now does see this drone going over to the 3rd. Oh, so it doesn't kill it, but it does delay it, which is nice.
They're talking about a catfight. I guess you had a monster catfight going on in the back of your camera, dude. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. Beans was fighting Stella, and they were going at it.
That's awesome.
Seems like the chat's cheering for Beans now, so that's what's up.
Does the gigantic one ever like pick on the little ones, or is it pretty chill?
No, dude, that's the thing, man. Remember that crazy ass catfight I had like 3 weeks ago? The big one is like gets picked on by all of them.
Oh, that
like
sucks,
the
man.
littlest one picks on the biggest one for sure.
They're like, we must work together and take down the giants.
I know, dude.
Oh,
big one is just easily got paws the size of bears, dude. Could just reach up and slap the small one, but doesn't do it for some reason.
All right, so 2-1-1 is very well underway. The reactor is about to hit the starport, so Medevacs will be cranking out of there. Minto taking his 3rd behind this, and it looks like he's gearing up for a little bit of ling pressure. His tech, however... Okay, so an Evo chamber's coming down. Did he build a Bane yet? Still no Banes. Okay.
Yeah, man, so these lings are going to get decent scout off on the army. Actually, they won't, because most of the Terran Marines are back up on the ramp there. Okay, so now he probably will.
That's too much
he's
bio.
not going to be able to do any real damage from it.
Nope, just kind of poking in there, trying to see what's going on. Confirming that it's not mech and it's bio, I guess, is really what he was trying to do there. Or at least that's my best guess. He knows at this point that it's definitely the 2-1-1. But we'll have to see how much damage this drop can find. There is a decent amount of queens, I'd guess. I'd say.
He's going to fly right over the lings, which is unfortunate.
No.
There goes your drop.
Yep.
Additional supply depots.
So Minto just got a really, really good look at what's coming in. He should be able to defend. It looks like he's going to choose to do a bit of aggression, too, in the face of this. Yeah, I like that. So these lings going to poke in the front, and the drop coming into the back. That's where all the fun happens, dude. This is merely a distraction. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Indeed, man. And it looks like the response from QuAnTuM is a little bit slow here. Those lings getting 9-10 SCVs here and tearing down that front wall, which is huge, man.
Very successful razzle dazzle, I would say, dude. So this drop comes in, and there's not too much to deal with it. Maybe with the links around, he might be able to work on it. But I'd say he's about to lose his base regardless, dude. He needs these Banes out, and he needs them right now. But meanwhile, he's just going to town on QuAnTuM's base. 25 SCVs have gone down during this aggression, so these Banes need to find some really good damage. Oh, those splits, though, man. Those splits keeping his army alive, and I think QuAnTuM's going to take this off the back of some monster splits, dude. Yeah,
for sure. This is definitely a pretty crazy game here. QuAnTuM did lose more SCVs, but he's finally stabilized on one base, at least. Minto has 2 bases, but, I mean, he just doesn't have any drones saturated on that 3rd. And having no creep in between those 2 bases just makes it incredibly hard to hold.
Yeah, I'm not going to rule him out of it by any means because the worker count is surprisingly really close, but he just took a lot. Oh, these Banes! Oh, nice. The lings didn't let him in, dude. Too busy with the surround, and now he's going to fly this up in here and try to find a little bit of damage up in the main. See that the layer is being made, which will help out a little bit. But yeah, I don't know what he has to stop this from Minto. A couple good mine hits might help him out here, but that is quite a few lings and a bunch of Banes coming in behind this. So
yeah, for sure. He does have some bio back home though, and decent splits on his SCVs may help him. Depending on when this comes in too, these mines might get another round of shots off, and that could just spell doom.
Yeah, I was questioning whether or not he knew about this 3rd because he was only dealing with the natural, but I think he was just trying to split the reinforcements. But on the other side of things, these Banes coming in, finding...
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Oh,
the friendly fire. Oh, that was a bit unfortunate there. That mine taking out a few units of his own there. But I think he should be able to clean this up off the back of these mine shots so far, so...
22 harvesters for Terran to 18 of Zerg, man. This game is really coming down to the fire here.
Yeah, this is a crazy ass game, dude. I'm loving it so far.
I agree. No base being built in the natural for Minto at all. And eventually, if this game goes on for a while, that Baneling nest will die. Is there another one that got replaced? No, dude.
He's setting up for another Razzle Dazzle too. I love this decision. He's like, I found a lot of damage with the last time. Maybe I can do it again. So these lings will come around and poke in the front while the party starts in the back again. But QuAnTuM is loading up a drop of his own. So we'll have to see now that his army's a bit more mobile. This could be disastrous for him.
Oh man, these Banelings, I love it.
Does he have Bane speed just yet? I've been trying to pay attention to it rolling through production. I haven't seen it just yet.
No, he does not.
Alright, so here comes the distraction, man. He's elevatoring up a lot of lings, and a bunch of them have been turned into Banes. These Marines might have saw it, though. Yeah, they did. Oh, no!
Oh, God, please.
Oh,
okay,
that was juicy.
I think, honestly, we'll have to see 16 SCVs going down.
Yeah, that was a lot of SCVs, man. So QuAnTuM is going to be, basically he needs to push and end this, or he's going to be in a really bad way here. Surprisingly, though, it's still tied worker count. It's only 17 to 19, so he's not out of it, even given that he's lost a total of 54 workers. Mother of God.
Oh, man, I would go as so far to say as he is more than likely to take this game, as I think just that no creep in between the bases is going to be too hard for Minto to try and deal with there, man, and you can't even spread him. As long as he, you know, pays attention with his Marines here, look at the amount of mines that he has, dude. It's just going to be extremely hard for Minto to hold this thing.
Oh, yeah, and the Queens, for the most part, got picked off completely. Another one falls. There's really only just one left, and as you said, man, Lings aren't going to be enough to fight this, especially with those mines. The one thing about Minto... Oh, no!
Oh, wait, he walked out of his own mine range there. Okay, so he does pick up kills. Most of those things are going to go for a redrop. And honestly, I think with this may be a couple of Banes sprinkling in here, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Game number 3, Giggle.
Oh! Okay.
Game number 3. Okay, I was like, please don't make an ass out of me. Give me a game number 3. But I wanted to see one. Given these first 2 games, man, who knows what we're going to get this time around. I think he has him beat. Just looking at production here, there's only 6 Lings coming in. Bane speed is finishing up, which will help out a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know how you hold this follow-up, dude.
He's going to razzle you, and he's going to dazzle you.
Yep, it's going to happen. I think it was the perfect move, though, dude. Just trying to get a little bit of economic damage done. This Ling run-by is not going to find much, though. Look at this horse back at home, so... Yep.
Very well played there. Minto knows it as well, man. What a great game.
Yep. Good to see some sportsmanship, too. Telling him good game, well played. It's nice to see that during tournaments as well. So let me scroll up and get map number 3. Looks like it will be Palladino.
Indeed, man.
What a crazy ass series! Like this is probably one of my favorite ones so far. That's been some crazy ass games, man.
Yep.
All right, so the next map will be Palladino Terminal, and we'll see whoever wins this moves on. I wanted to pull up the bracket. Let's see who's advanced. So far, Ice Hawk is in finals. Ward is in finals.
You mean semifinals?
Yeah. Sorry. Semifinals. Yeah.
I was like, well, I don't. If those are the people there, I don't think anyone else is gonna be joining them, dude.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, what a scrappy ass game. Like I hate to keep reusing that word, but there's really no other way to say it. There was just continual aggression on both sides of the map for the better part of the entire game. So
yeah, man.
2,700 minerals worth of workers lost. Jesus,
that's painful.
Yeah, that's rough, man. So we'll wait for Magogo for both of our players and jump into this last map of the series.
Yeah, guaranteed. There will be a winner coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Palladino Terminal, man. What a game. Or what a map to decide it.
Yeah, seriously. Given the game we saw in here earlier, who knows how this shit's going to go. I hope we get a repeat of that. That was pretty great. Man, we've had a lot of good games today. Thinking back, like, we've had some really good ones. Oh no, my screen is black. You had one job. OBS, don't fail me now.
Oh my god.
Okay, there we go. It popped in. Thank you.
Sometimes.
All right, so let me throw up scoreboards. Our red Terran player in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, currently tying it up off the back of a pretty nice parade push with Mines and Marines. It is QuAnTuM.
And his opponent in the top left, the teal Zerg, it is Minto. Oh man, pulled down early.
Game number 3, man. I love it when this happens. As you said, it takes balls to do it, but sometimes balls are what's needed to win, dude, or lose in terrible fashion. We'll have to see which one it is, though, dude. Ward hyped. Yeah, we got a lot of Just X fans in here. Your boy made it to semifinals. I think he made it the last 3 tournaments in a row. I think, man. Dude's putting on a tear in here. He's probably pretty close to his Masters promotion, if I had to guess.
Yep. Absolutely, man. So, second guess gets canceled there. Overlord does come out. I imagine this is just going to be a nice flood of Lings. Does this catch QuAnTuM off guard? Because this type of build, we've seen QuAnTuM do a lot of kind of like Reaper expands or, you know, Gas first Hellion expand. And these Lings could definitely shut down any sort of expansion that go down. Oh no, we're going to see that Roach Ravager build, man.
Oh shit. Rudy joining us in chat. What's up? And Apex says $4.20 donation. What a surprise. Yeah, man. Quite a coinkydink. Actually, the last 2 donations we got in were for that exact denomination. So thank you very much to our 2 donators tonight. What that pretty much means is you guys just paid out the winner of the tournament. So that's awesome. Thank you guys very much for that. Even 420 helps us out. So it is much appreciated, even though it's just kind of a meme denomination. You know, we still definitely appreciate it. So.
Yep, absolutely. Every donation is awesome, and all of it goes back to giving away prizes and, well, not prizes. Prizes being money. Cold, hard cash on that, dude, to the players in the clan wars and tournaments and stuff. So.
They win the tournament, we ask for their address and send them like a giant stuffed animal or something.
I know,
like,
right?
Here's your prize for winning. Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck is this, dude?
That sounds pretty cool, man.
Yeah, no, I would take one. I'd be all right with it.
Sure.
All right, so the Sweeper's going to poke in and find out that there's no natural. Probably start ringing some alarm bells, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And did he see it? Oh, he missed it.
No, those
yeah,
roaches,
yeah.
though, man. You know, at this point, no second base and roaches. You know what's coming.
I'm like, he didn't see the roach warren. He has no idea. Meanwhile, he's staring at a bunch of roaches. That was a bad call. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm starting to like QuAnTuM's position in this game. As long as he can hang on here, maybe get a bunker down there, he should be okay. But we have seen this Ravager push sometimes absolutely destroy people. So I don't know how to call it just yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the use of this Reaper here by QuAnTuM. As long as you can keep your macro back up at home, slowing these Ravagers down, doing any sort of damage to them with the grenades that you can, and just weakening them before they actually ever have to hit the base is just so important.
Yep. Rudy says 90+ viewers. This used to be a small-scale stream. Yeah, we got a fat host from Judo TV. I know I'm probably butchering that, and I apologize for that. It's the guys from Female StarCraft League. If you want a good stream to watch, they put on a lot of really good matches all the time. And it's a bunch of girls playing StarCraft, so what's not to love? Am I right, Keppa? No, I'm just fucking around, guys. But no, some really good players in there, and actually friends of the Nydus as well. Koshki plays in there. Ryza plays in there, so a lot of friends to the Nydus play in there. Really good guys. Thank you very much for the host. Back to this game, though. Almost got the bunker, but not quite. And now I think Minto's in a bit of a rough position here.
Yeah, I think so too. Depends though. I mean, these bios, it really is only taking a mule and 2 SCVs to continuously repair this depot. But yeah, man, I think the longer this game goes on, the more kind of a tough spot Minto is in with no expansion coming down. We do see 4 more roaches making their way across the map now.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, this bio play is really strong. He's trying to get it done with what he has. He might even get this supply depot. Oh, he gets it right before the repair. So that helps out for sure. I just think he quite neutered his economy and needs to find a lot more damage than he necessarily did.
Yeah, for sure. This CC not being down, definitely, you know, it could be flown over there. And what's up?
These roaches change things. Yeah, I didn't see the amount of reinforcements coming across, and that kind of changes things if you can find some money bios. That was my bad. I wasn't paying attention to production, so never mind, guys. He's starting to look pretty good. No, I'm just fucking around, but...
yeah, I don't know, man. QuAnTuM might have put himself in a seriously bad position there, as he's just got bio, you know, 2 racks of bio coming out now, no tanks or anything like that available. These Roach Ravagers could get to poking on this wall here. Oh, one of them does go down for free.
Yeah, I take everything I said back. There was no production coming in for Terran. I saw the reactor and thought there was going to be a bunch of Marines coming out, but nothing, you know, nothing really ever came out of it. And so there are a couple Marines. This bunker helps out a lot, but he's losing an insane amount of mining time just by trying to hold the line here.
Yeah, for sure. I imagine it probably evens out somewhat. Just I feel like they're, you know, I'm surprised that Zerg hasn't taken an expansion. Yeah. I've played against Zergs that have kind of expanded behind this.
Yeah, no, oh, sorry to cut you off, but I just meant he's doubling down based on production alone because there's 14 more Lings coming in.
Yeah, for sure, man. So he's getting to Bylan on that command center. I don't know where that command center is going, dude. It's just taking a field trip.
The most expensive overlord ever, dude.
For sure.
But no, I mean, it's worthless anyway, so he might as well try to get vision of this all-in. But he's got to know what it is. You know, he knows it's completely all-in at this point. Stem's about to finish up. He does have a medevac as well, but no tank or anything coming. The only thing coming out of the factory's Cyclone, so... I don't know. I mean, in your expert Terran opinion, you think he can hold on here? I honestly don't know how to call this, given the amount of production coming in behind this dude. That's starting to be a scary, scary army. He just needs to poke through this wall, and then the Lings will do their job, you know?
Yeah, for sure, man. This very well. I mean, if he knocks down a depot with, you know, the number of biles that he has, he very well could win this here. He goes for the bunker, though. I'm not sure that's a good decision. Dodging a couple biles there. Needs to get on repairing that. Okay.
Oh, the SCVs are trying their damnedest, dude. It's so close. Okay, with those bios, it will finally fall, but it took him a majority of his army in order to do that. So now I bet we get some counter aggression from QuAnTuM, and his army is starting to look a lot better against this. Yeah, Minto will agree. He taps out, and QuAnTuM will advance into semifinals.